I was going to give a little small, quick tutorial on spaghetti squash. This is one I got from my garden this morning. It is great. It's big. It's about 1.5 pounds. I'm going to actually slice it this way. So you open it up, and you scoop the seeds out, and you can add some slits in there with a knife and stick some garlic inside of that. Add some salt and pepper. I use olive oil. I don't use butter, so you can use whatever you want. I just coat that on the inside, bake it at 350 for about 45 minutes until it's soft. And then you can take your fork and scrape it out. And I'll go through that as I go. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. This is exciting for me because it's the first spaghetti squash I've ever had. So you just take your knife. Actually, you can cut the top off. And better way to do it, stabilize it instead of rolling over. And you just cut down through the middle. And there's what the inside looks like. So you can take it and scoop out the seeds with a spoon. And I will probably save these seeds because they came from my garden. So I'm just scooping them out like so. It's just like a pumpkin kind of like, you know, or a big zucchini that you would have. Nice seeds. It's very simple to actually do this, and you can already see it's kind of looking like spaghetti there, so that's good. So get all that out. Other side. You know, things go flying. Hey, that's me in a nutshell. I fly around like a crazy person. Okay, so this side we're going to scrape this side out, and I will come back in a few minutes with this scrape. Okay, so I've got both of them scooped out. The seeds are right here. I like to leave my seeds to the side and put them on a paper towel or a plate for later and let them dry. And then, of course, I'll plant them next year, so I have more next year. Alright, so now I'm going to take the garlic and break up my garlic. Always use fresh garlic. Don't buy this stuff in a jar. It's not good for you. It's got junk in it. Anyway, that's just my opinion. My opinion sometimes doesn't really smell good. But anyway, so take as many as you want. I'm going to slice these. I'm going to smash them and open them to release all the nutrients and beneficial nutrients that go along with cancer-fighting agents. If you smash garlic 15 minutes before you use it, it actually oxidizes and it actually starts releasing all those things to help fight cancer. So, just a tip for you. I'll be back and I'll have it sliced. Okay, so I've got my garlic, and they're just in like little chunks and slices and slivers that you can just stick in there. So what I did is take a paring knife, and you just want to go in and just make some slits inside, just little slits, just like this. Not too deep, but deep enough where you can pop a piece of garlic in there. You want to do it on every side, preferably down into the meat, you know, of that. And you just kind of cram it in there. So cram it in there. It'll go. Just smash it down in there. And if it doesn't go, just smash it in there. You've got holes now in there, so take your garlic, smash it in there, smash, smash. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see really where the slits are. So just slide it in there. Smash that down in there. There's a slit. Okay. Now, that's one more there. One in there. Take your don't use olive oil to cook with. No. Use coconut oil. If you like butter, use butter. But I'm not a butter freak, so I just a little bit here, a little bit there. Give it a nice rub. Rub it on top. Rub it in there. A little bit of salt. I use sea salt. I also like cracked black pepper. And you want to leave this in the oven, like I said, for 45 minutes at 350. You want to bake it up. Don't turn it upside down, bake it up. You want to cover it with some tin foil, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to, but you can. It depends on you and what you have on hand. So I am going to tent line a little bit. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I have that in the oven. I went ahead and I tinted them, just laid some tinfoil over it, and I lined my pan with tinfoil so it's easier to clean up for me. However, I was going to tell you how I was going to make this spaghetti squash, and I wasn't going to use it as a main meal. I was going to use it as a side only because my family has to have meat. I don't, but they do. So I'm going to use it as a side, as a pasta side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cashew cream and turn that into, a cream sauce. And it's going to be cashews, Trader Joe cashews. We're going to use some sea salt, black pepper. We're going to use some almond milk. And what you do is you soak the cashews in hot water for about 10 minutes. And then you're going to add your milk to it. Whatever milk you want, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. Salt, pepper. I add nutritional yeast to mine because it does give a really good cheese flavor. So you can do that. And some garlic. So it is going to be really good. And then I'm going to pour that on top of the squash when I rake it out like pasta. So they don't go crazy and go, this is not meat. So I'm going to actually bake a butterfly chicken, and we're going to have a mango tahini chicken tonight with this great spaghetti squash. So I'm kind of taking it a little bit of tropical. So, there might be some cilantro added somewhere onto this. But anyway, so just wanted to give you a heads up on how I was going to prepare mine. I know there's a lot of recipes on like Yumly and things like that. So, you can go look at those. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on how I did mine. I don't have any gluten in it. I don't do dairy. I'm very holistic like that, and I just believe that, plant food is good. Okay, so I'll be back and I'll show you what my squash looks like when they're done. So they're in the oven right now cooking. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so it's been about, 20 minutes since the last time I was on here, but I've got my cashews in a NutriBlast. I have a NutriBlast blender. I absolutely love it. Use it for everything. I've got in here, I would say there's about a cup of raw cashews, and you get them at Trader Joe for a really good deal. They're really good. They're raw pieces. I buy the pieces because they're a little cheaper. That's in here with some hot water, with some garlic, and I'm going to add a little salt to it. And I'll let that sit for about 10 minutes just to get the cashews nice and soft. You can add a little salt, and then you can add a little pepper if you want. I like a little pepper. Yeah, I love pepper. It's good for you. It's good for your joints. It's good for arthritis. Okay, so this is the nutritional yeast, and you can buy this at Whole Food in the bulk section. It's really cheap actually, but this is about a quarter cup, and you'll just put this in right after you blend it up. Now you can make this in a white sauce. You can leave it this color. It's going to come out like a tan color. You can add some turmeric to it and a little bit of smoked paprika, and that's going to give it a cheesy yellow color. And that's what I make macaroni and cheese out of. So that's the recipe that I'm going to use for my spaghetti squash sauce. So it's basically a white cheese sauce. And you can also add other things to this if you like. It doesn't matter. You can add whatever you want, whatever spices you like. So have fun with this recipe, okay, guys? That's why I'm doing it for you. Be back in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and add a little extra garlic powder to my cashews. And I wanted to tell you that I don't know if I told you that I actually just covered to the top of the cashews with hot water. Because I have in this little bowl, I have almond milk. And there's about a third of a cup in there. And so I'm going to add some garlic powder. Just however much you like. I like a lot of garlic, so for garlic freaks. Smoked paprika. That's going to give it, the cheesy color. Sorry about my light behind me. I have to put my head right where the light's not going to blind you guys. This is turmeric. You need to use turmeric. This stuff is amazing. This is the best antioxidant you can put in your body. Do it. Use it. This is yellow. Yellow. Amazing. Turmeric. See turmeric? It's good for you. Alright, so I put that on there. I'm going to find my... Can't find it. Hold on a second, I'll go find it. Okay, so I found my NutriBlaster blender. Now I'm going to turn this on. This is going to be a lot of noise. So you're going to see the transformation. Oh, you know what I forgot to add? Almond milk. Almond milk goes right in that. Alright, so now it's kind of floating in there. You may want to add a little bit of oil, coconut, some olive. You're really not going to cook this. You're going to just kind of spoon it on, so it's okay to use a little bit of olive oil on that. But to give it a glassy color, this is going to be loud, so now hold on to your ears. Okay, whammo! So I hope it didn't leak out. Sometimes it leaks out on me because it's really old. So anyway, you have this really nice, pretty cream sauce. I'm going to actually let it run a little bit longer. It's not as creamy as I want it, so dripping everywhere. Put it back on. I'll be back in a minute. I won't take you through that again. Okay, so I blended it up a little bit longer and got a better creamy consistency. Add a little bit more almond milk. Sometimes you just have to judge by what you got. Now we're going to add the nutritional yeast. See, it just kind of flakes in there. This stuff is really good for your body. And it also makes it taste like it has cheese in it. So you want to put that back on there, upside down. If you don't have an extra blender, you need to get a really good blender, not a really crappy one. You know, because it's going to have to blend really good. Alright, here we go again. I'll turn you guys off. Okay, so I'm back to getting the lid off of this crazy thing. And the consistency is really pretty. It's shiny. Probably can't see how shiny it is because, yeah, you can. It's shiny like cheese. Look at the cheese. It's the color of cheese. Imagine that. And this is real fake cheese. Okay, not the packet fake cheese thing you get in a macaroni thing. This is really good. Good for you, guilt-free, gluten-free, dairy-free. It's amazing. That's going to go on the spaghetti squash, so we'll just keep that to the side. So it's still baking. So I'm going to come back to you. I've got my chicken right there in the cast iron Dutch oven on top. And I'm going to finish that. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've got for the spaghetti squash. All right. Just killing some time with some wine. That's how I roll. I'm still drinking wine. This isn't probably going to be a good end to the video. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm back, guys. Hello! Alright, so I baked it for about 45 minutes, and I'm going to let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes, just so that all the juices can go back in. Just like with any meat, you can do the same thing. Sorry, I've been sneezing a lot. So anyway, it's steamy, it smells really good, and it looks really beautiful. So in about 10 more minutes, I'll come back and we'll go ahead and start scraping the spaghetti squash apart, okay? Yay! I'm getting excited because I've got my sauce sitting right here, so it's still waiting. Alright, be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and take these out and start raking them into this bowl. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the bowl because they're full of some really good juice from the squash. So all you do is take a fork and you just want to pull across the middle. So you're pulling across long ways. So you see in the bowl, you're just pulling across, you're raking it open, and it starts to pull apart like pasta. Just kind of follow that and keep doing it until you get all of it out. It's beautiful, fresh. I think the most exciting thing for me is that I actually grew this in the garden. So it's really exciting for us to get some really good, healthy squash out of the garden. And then you're just going to pull it, I'm going to dump into the bowl. It's almost like angel hair pasta. So you get this really nice thin pasta. And, you know, you just keep digging it out. Just keep going. Alright, I'm going to do the other one, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I get, okay? Alright. Okay, so I've shredded all of the wonderful spaghetti squash. It is beautiful. It actually resembles, you know, angel hair pasta, even thinner. So if you have somebody in your family who loves angel hair pasta, they would absolutely love this. My husband just tried this for the first time a few minutes ago, and he actually stood here and ate off of that thing. And that was not with any cheese sauce, real fake cheese sauce. Here's my cheese sauce, so it's ready to go on. I'm going to go ahead and plate this for you guys, and I want you to look at it and see. So remember, I just scraped out with a fork. It's really simple. Actually, it's really good by itself because of the garlic and the salt and, you know, the coconut oil. And if you use fractionated coconut oil, which looks like this, it is a liquid. It's fractionated. It doesn't say it on here, but this is fractionated. It has no flavor of coconut. It's fabulous. Go ahead and use that. And I will plate this for you. My phone's about to die. But anyway, there's the spaghetti squash. It's wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Alright, I'll plate it and show you. Alright, so I'm going to plate some spaghetti squash for you. So I'm going to grab it. I like to do the twist because, you know, that's what chefs do. So you just kind of twist it, make it pretty on your plate. Beautiful. And there is chunks of garlic in there, so it's really good. And get the chicken. So there's my chicken that I had. And here is the, oh, let's see, it's pretty. Some of the sauce for the cheese, and just a little bit to that. Yummy. There you have it. So I'm going to pick it up and show you. So there it is right there. Join us. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I enjoyed making it for you. And I'm glad to have you eat with me at night. Okay. I'll put the recipe up definitely with this video. Okay. Alright. Have a great evening, and if you have never tried spaghetti squash, you should try it. My husband absolutely is eating the crap out of it right now. Okay. Have a great night.